The hidden wildlife and culture of Madagascar, a traveler's dream. When you think of Madagascar, maybe your mind flashes to animated movies or vague memories of its location, somewhere off Africa's east coast. But beyond the pop culture references and tropical clichés lies a world so unique, so untouched, that it barely feels like planet Earth. Welcome to Madagascar, the land of Baobabs, lemurs, and lost time. A place where 90% of its wildlife is found nowhere else in the world, and where ancient traditions still shape the rhythms of daily life. Often skipped over on travel itineraries and overshadowed by better-known safari destinations, Madagascar is a treasure chest waiting to be opened, slowly, respectfully, and with wide-eyed wonder. Let's take a deep dive into the hidden wildlife and rich culture that make Madagascar not just a bucket list destination, but a traveler's dream. Let's get started. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Number 1. A natural world that time forgot. About 160 million years ago, Madagascar broke away from Africa, drifted into isolation, and developed into a living laboratory. Because of this, more than 90% of Madagascar's plant and animal species are unique to the planet, placing it on par with the Galapagos in terms of evolutionary uniqueness. Consider the lemur as an example. With more than 100 species, ranging from the adorable ring-tailed lemur to the tiny mouse lemur, these wide-eyed, acrobatic primates are unique to Madagascar. Lemurs are so representative of the island, in fact, that in some places they are revered. Lemurs, however, are only the first step. The fossa, a predator that resembles a cat, but is actually more closely related to a mongoose, is also found on the island. Then there is the leaf-tailed gecko, which has incredible camouflage and can blend in with the bark, or the cottonmouth, one of the biggest and most exquisite moths on Earth, and the tomato frog, which is a vivid crimson and impossible to miss. Even the vegetation of Madagascar is unearthly. The famous baobab trees, also known as the upside-down trees, tower over golden skies like ancient sculptures. The spiky forests of the south resemble a Dr. Seuss nightmare. They are dry, weird, and teeming with strange plants that have adapted to the dry climate. This is bio-weirdness in its finest form, not merely biodiversity. Number 2. The Lemur Kingdom. Since lemurs merit their own area, let's talk about them. You will be left speechless when you witness these primates in the wild. They are Madagascar's stars. When you go to Andeside Mantadia National Park, you can hear the Indri lemur's eerie cry resonating through the foggy forest. With a sound that is equal parts rainforest opera and whale song, these black and white giants perform duets in the treetops. You may witness lively battalions of ring-tailed lemurs, which are known for their cheeky behavior and zebra-like tails, at Anja Community Reserve in the arid south. The elusive Avi, on the other hand, haunts Malagasy legend with its nocturnal habits and uncanny long finger. Each species, each forest, tells a different story, and for many travelers, the first lemur sighting is a moment of pure magic. Number 3. Remote and wild national parks. Madagascar's landscapes are as diverse as its wildlife. In the east, the rainforests of Ranamafana pulse with life, frogs, insects, birds, and countless species, hidden beneath the emerald canopy. It's a dream for biologists and nature photographers alike. To the west, Tsingy de Bemaraha offers one of the most surreal landscapes on Earth. A jagged limestone forest of sharp, towering peaks called Tsingy. Navigating the suspension bridges and narrow passages between these formations feels like stepping into an alien planet. In the south, Asava National Park stuns with its red canyons, natural swimming holes, and savanna grasslands that seem plucked from the American Southwest. And in the far north, Amber Mountain and Ankarana bring volcanic lakes, ancient caves, and more endemic species than you can count. Madagascar's national parks are remote and often hard to access, but that's part of their charm. They haven't been polished for mass tourism, and that rawness keeps the experience authentic and wild. Number 4. Culture rooted in ancestors and earth. Madagascar is a cultural patchwork made of French, Asian, African, and Arab elements, in addition to being a natural sanctuary. The Malagasy people have both Southeast Asian Austronesians and East African Bantu ancestry, which influences everything from their cuisine and mythology to their facial traits. Famba, or a strong regard for customs and ancestors, is one of the most potent aspects of Malagasy culture. The practice of Famadihana, or the turning of the bones, is the clearest example of this. Families exhume their loved ones' remains, cover them with clean fabric, and dance with them while live music plays throughout this ritual. It's joyful rather than morbid. It is a celebration of life, continuity, and memory. Elegant brick homes, rice terraces tumbling down hillsides, and cebu cattle, essential to Malagasy culture. Grazing in fields may all be found in the highlands. The people are incredibly proud of their heritage. The language is melodic, and the grins are broad. In spite of the country's extreme poverty and inadequate infrastructure, Madagascar offers warm hospitality based on Famadihana, which translates to kinship, solidarity, and community. Number 5. Coastal wonders and coral kingdoms. Madagascar's coastlines are just as fascinating as its interior, which is a dazzling place to see lemurs and breathtaking scenery. Coral reefs abound with marine life in the northwest island of Nosy Be, where turquoise waters lap against white sand beaches. These waters are ideal for divers and ocean lovers because they are home to humpback whales, sea turtles, and whale sharks. Pirogues silently float in the dawn light in the slumbering fishing communities of Ifedi and Anako in the south. A dramatic collision of dry and wet ecosystems occurs inland where the ocean meets the prickly forest. Don't miss the east coast's Ile Sainte-Marie, a former pirate stronghold that is now a peaceful retreat with secret coves and opportunities to see whales from July to September. The island's colorful history is brought to life by the shipwrecks that can be seen beneath its crystal-clear waters. Because mass tourism hasn't affected Madagascar's coasts much, you can frequently have paradise to yourself. Number 6. Challenges and conservation. The beauty of Madagascar is accompanied by its fragility. Poverty, illicit wildlife trade, and deforestation endanger both the ecosystem and traditional lifestyles. Many of Madagascar's distinctive species are endangered, and more than 90% of the country's native forests have been lost. However, there is hope. Communities are collaborating with local and global conservation organizations to advance education, reforestation, and ecotourism. Locals increasingly serve as collaborators, guides, and caretakers in national parks. Eco-lodges constructed using sustainable methods are promoting livelihoods and conservation. Making thoughtful travel decisions in Madagascar, such as selecting moral tour operators, lending assistance to locally managed reserves, and honoring customs, has a significant impact. Number 7. A journey like no other. What is it like to visit Madagascar, then? It lacks polish. The roads are uneven. The pace of travel is slow. Basic infrastructure is possible. However, the benefits, incomparable. There is wonder every day. A lemur on a branch observing you. A family from the area enjoying a handmade romazava stew. A sunset peeking through the silhouettes of Baobabs. A kid shouting salama as you walk by. You feel as though you are on another planet because of how clear the night sky is. You are challenged by Madagascar. It requires patience. However, it offers you a unique opportunity to rekindle your sense of adventure. Madagascar is more than just a travel destination. It's a reminder that the world is still full of mystery, of beauty, of places unspoiled by crowds and chaos. It's a place where nature still rules, where culture is sacred, and where travelers can reconnect with the wild and with themselves. So if you're looking for a journey that's unlike anything you've ever experienced, maybe it's time to look beyond the usual postcards and step into the magic of Madagascar, the traveler's dream hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching. If this inspired your wanderlust, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay tuned for more untold adventures. Until next time, travel deep, travel kind.